So we're going to do a Tabata, and that's 20 seconds exercise, 10 seconds rest. And in the first round we're going to do 4 exercises, and then we're going to repeat those 4 exercises again, because it's 8 exercises for 20 seconds with 10 seconds rest. It lasts for 4 minutes. The first exercise, what we're going to do, is going to be skip jacks. So that's simple skip jacks. See if you can touch your hand above, give your leg a slap, or you can touch your hand below and do it that way. If you find it hard to do skip jacks, you can regress it by going from side to side that way. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is you're going to be in a long arm plank on the floor or on a chair or on a kitchen surface. Okay, you're going to be on a long arm plank, and it's just simply shoulder taps. So touching one shoulder, touching the other shoulder. Again, you can do this on a chair or a table or a kitchen surface. So just simply raise up it. So here, going to the same thing. They're trying to keep you back in line, and it's just same shoulder taps. If you needed to, you can come on a chair and you can come on your knees. You can regress it and progress it how much you like. If you want to, I'm back in shot. You can do a push-up there as well. Exercise number 3 is the seal jumps. I got it wrong. Seal jumps. And again, you can do the side to side. You can regress it if you need to. And exercise number 4 is a long arm plank again. And this time, you're going to touch your toes. So, touching your toes. Long arm plank. If you're on the chair, bring it back into shot. Same sort of thing, but touch your knee rather than going down to your toes on the chair. So it's a similar kind of thing, but you're touching your thigh or your knee. Okay, let's do this. So we're waiting for the beep, and we're going to start the skip jacks. Okay, it's going to come any moment now. There we go. So let's start the skip jacks. Only 20 seconds, so you can go faster than me if you need, if you're getting really, really fit, or you can regress it, or you can do nice and slow skip jacks. Keep breathing. So it's just for those 20 seconds. We're going to have a 10-second rest in a moment. 10-second rest now, and we're going to go into the shoulder taps. So into long arm plank, either on the floor or on a chair, waiting for that beep. And there we go. So shoulder tap, just touching the shoulder, squeeze in the core as well. If you want to, you can always put in a push-up in between your shoulder taps, if you want to. Do really well. Listening for that beep. There it is. We've got 10-second rest. We're going to go into seal jumps next. When the beep goes again, we're going to go into those seal jumps. Okay. Remember, they can be regressed or progressed. So seal jumps, don't forget to honk. Breathe in as well. Right, 10-second rest, and then we're going to go into long arm plank, either on the chair or on the floor, touching our toes. That 10 seconds will be over in a moment, so off we go. So, long arm plank, touching the toes. Okay, well done, doing really good. Hope that fast was okay yesterday. Okie dokie. So, got a 10-second rest, and we're going to do it all again. So, we're going to start with the skip jacks again. Ready? Now, see if you can do more than the first time. So, a little bit faster this time if you can, but don't worry if you can't. Keep breathing. Well done. We're going to back onto those shoulder taps. So in full arm plank, onto those shoulder taps. Okay. So keeping that back nice and in line, pushing the heels into the ground. Waiting for that beep. There it is. Shoulder taps. If you want to, you can put in a push up if you want to. If you need to, if you want to put the push up, you can always go down to your knees if you need to as well. And then back into your full arm plank to the shoulder tap. Or you can just do the shoulder taps on their own. Listen for that beep. For 10 seconds rest, we're going to go into those seal jumps. Getting ready, got my hands out ready. There it is. Honk, 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 honk. Still having a clap. Okay, 10 seconds rest, and then we've got the long arm plank, touching your toes or your thighs if you're on a raised object. There we are, there's that beep. We can do this. Doing great. So don't forget to write in the group how you've gotten on, what exercise you found easy, what can you progress. If you want, you can add in that push-up. And there's, okay, the next 4 exercises, we've got the shoulder press jumps. So you're going to, again, shoulder press jumps this time. Okay, again, to regress those, you can have it that way. We can go into shoulder press. You want to regress it and progress it at the same time. You can have little tiny weights in your hand, and you can do it that way if you've got 10 little weights in your hand. So you can regress it and progress it how much you like. And then we've got renegade row. So renegade row is you're in a full arm plank, and you're going to lift your feet, your back feet are a bit wider, and you're going to lift your hand, and you're going to squeeze your shoulder blade from the hand that's lifted. Come back down, and then the other side. Squeeze it, hold it for a second, come back down, squeeze. Now if that's too much for you, you can even do that, you can do that on all fours if you need to. You get a nice little, you can still feel the squeeze in your shoulder blade, but if you do it full way, you're actually working more of your core as well. Again, if you're not able to get down to the ground, you can do it on a surface. So, and again, squeeze in that shoulder blade, squeeze in that shoulder blade. Okay, so we've got renegade row. Then we've got side to side shuffle. So it's just easy version, harder version. Okay, and even harder, going to the ground. Okay, side to side shuffle. And then the 4th exercise, and we're going to, before we repeat, is long arm plank into a T. So in a long arm plank, we're going to go into a T. And if you need to, you can always go onto your knees. Let's do this. You can always do it on your knees, or again, if you're on the chair, you can do it on the chair. Okay. Get ready for that beep. Off we go. Here we go. So it's just 20 seconds shoulder press to start with. Get a 10-second rest after this, and we've got the renegade row. There it is, there's the beep. So the next exercise on the beep, we've got the renegade row. So we're going to go in full arm plank, wide feet, lifting a hand up to our shoulder, squeezing. So off we go, lifting, squeezing hard, coming down, squeezing that core. If you need to put your knees down on the floor, you can do, and try and really squeeze that shoulder blade, working those little rhomboid muscles in the upper part of your back. Just keep going till we hear that beep. There's the beep. So we've got 10 seconds rest, and we've got side to side shuffle. So on the beat, we're going to the side to side shuffle. Remember, we've got different variations. So I'm going to do like this. You can go a bit more side to side. I don't have a lot of room to stay on the camera. And you can stay low. Make the shuffles really little. So just little steps, working those hip flexors. Okay, 10 seconds rest. The next exercise, got a T plank. Okay, so we're going to go long arm plank, sorry, into our T. Off we go. So nice long arm plank, and then the other side. Remember, you can go down if you need to, you can go onto your knees. If you want to, you can always add a push up in there as well. Okay, then we're going to start from the beginning again. So back to shoulder press jumps. We're all having lots of fun, yeah? Good. Oh, here we go. No messing around for the wicked. It's really good. I had to cut the grass yesterday to make sure, but I'm hoping it'll get greener over the 21-day challenge. I've got to keep my eye on the weather as well. 10 seconds rest, got that renegade row. So in full arm plank, got the renegade row. Oh. And squeeze the shoulder blade, hand down. Try and keep those hips still if we can. Breathe. Sometimes I feel I'm feeling the rhomboid more doing this without the weight. So I'm really squeezing that shoulder blade. Okay, got the side to side shuffle. Get ready. I'm going to go nice and low, and you can stay up nice and high if you need to. You don't have to go down, you can just do side to side. Keeping moving, that's what we're going to do, keep our body moving a little bit more. And also don't forget, you're going to have a little walk as well today, just to keep yourself going. What we don't want to do is be, just lazy on the settee at all. I know lots of you work hard, so do apologise, it's not everybody. And long arm plank to tea, just talking about me, sometimes if I do a hard session, I end up having to be exhausted, but not us, not you. So back to the tea. There we go. Open up my chest at the same time. Isn't it nice? Got the lovely blue sky today as well, it's really lovely. That's it. So there's the time done. So that's that one. So we're going to go on, have another drink if you need one, and we're going to explain what the next 4 exercises are. Okay, so we've got squats next. So you're going to have your feet hip width apart, and you're going to come down into your squat. Feet hip squat, feet hip width apart, come down into your squat. Have your feet either straight facing forward or slightly to the side. Okay, try and keep your trunk as upright as possible. So we don't want to go down like that one, to try and keep our trunk as upright as possible when we go into the squat. Okay, if you're not able to do squats, you can have a chair and go sit on the chair, stand up. Touch the chair, have a little rest, stand up. I can still feel that. So we've got squats to start with, and then we have, we've got the plank scoop. So in long arm plank, and we're going to scoop. So long arm plank, and you're going to scoop. Now, if you're able to, you can put your hand up like that. If you're not able to put your hand up, just do a scoop and keep your hands firm on the ground. And again, you can do that on the chair. Okay, and you can even do it on the chair with your arm as well. Coming back, and we're on the road now. And then we've got squats again, and after the squats, it's just a normal short arm plank. So you could do short arm plank, or long arm plank, or long arm plank on the chair. Okie dokie. Ready for squats? We'll do it on the beat. Hip width apart. And here we go. So nice squats. Trying to keep that back upright if possible. One way I do, I really squeeze my core, and I'm going to try and go as low as I possibly can, but my range of movement in my knee is not great. But I like to see if I can get my hips below my knees, if I possibly can. Oh, that went fast. And we've got plank scoop next. So we're going to go to long arm plank. Remember, you can do this on the chair or on a kitchen surface. So long arm plank. I like this one. Whee! If you need to, you can keep both hands on the floor, remember? Or hand up. Whee! And after this, we'll go back into those squats. Well done. So 10 seconds rest, back into those squats. So let's see if we can get nice and low, and maybe do them a bit faster this time as well. So nice and low, nice and fast. Oh. I'm leaning a bit forward, aren't I? Trying to keep my core upright. Oh. Oh, lose your balance as well. How are you getting on? Tell me in the group how you're getting on with your squats. Well done. And then we've got simple plank for 20 seconds. So I'm going to get ready to do long arm or short arm. I'm going to start long arm in the beep. I'm going to go to short arm. Here we go. Short arm plank. So pushing those toes into the ground, looking slightly ahead, squeeze in the core, squeeze in your pelvic floor, stop yourself from going for a wee, breathing in and breathing out. And it's only 20 seconds. Soon whiz by. There we go. So back up for same exercise for number 1, which was squats. So got back into squats again. And off we go. Those 10 seconds soon go by, don't they? So see if you go a little bit faster if you're able to, but if you're doing it on the chair, just concentrate on getting your form if you can as well. We'll go a bit faster next week or the week after. We'll make a little bit stronger. Might even add a little bit of a jump into them as well if we're able to. Okay, so we've got the plank scoop again now. Plank scoop. So into long arm plank. And off we go. Plank scoop. Oopsie daisy. Losing my balance. Tra-la. Tra-la. Sorry. Got to have a bit of fun every now and again, haven't you? Hey. Yay. So we will get a little bit harder the exercise as the time goes by. Back into squats. Don't be a bully. So the dog's over there, the cat's over there. And squats again. Yeah, I can see the cat. Pat the dog. And then we've got plank after this. Okay, 10 seconds rest and get ready for the plank. So I'm going to be long arm to start with, and I'll go to short arm. When it's time to start, you can stay in long arm if you need to. You can go short arm squeeze, that's why it's only 20 seconds. See how you can get on with it. If you need to put your knees down, you can do. And then see if you get back into full arm plank. So we want to keep our back in a line so our bum's not in the air or our hips not sagging to the ground. So all our back is in line from our shoulders all the way through to our heels, and in one nice straight line. Okay, that went fast. So that was our 3rd round, and we've got one more round. Get yourself a drink if you need one. And have a quick swig of water, and we're going to tell you the last 4 exercises. Okay, so we've got some variations now. The first exercise is we've got a shuffle and then into a squat. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, squat. Okay, you can do it nice and slowly if you need to. And then we've got a sit up to a glute bridge. Okay, so this is what, if we're able to get down on the ground, this is what we're going to do. We're going to hands on we're not shoving our heads, we've just got our hands by our side of our head. Got to come up, elbows to knees, we're going to come down, glute bridge. So squeezing our glutes really, really hard, and our core, nice line. Glutes go back down, squeeze, sit up, glute bridge. Sit up to glute bridge. If you're not able to get down on the floor, what I want you to try and do instead is going to do wood choppers instead. So if you're not able to do the sit up to glute bridge, you can do the wood choppers. Okay, do it one side first time round, second side the next time round. The next one we've got is bird dog. So we're going to come onto the floor, knees under hips, hands under shoulders, and good opposite hand, opposite leg, coming down very, very nice and slow. And again on the other side, if you're able to, you can try and come down, because we're not going to get back up again until these exercises are finished. So you might, if you can get down, try them coming on the floor. But if you're unable to, we've got a different one. For those unable to come down onto the floor, it's going to do elbows to knees, alternating them if you're standing up. Last one, we've got penguin tap. So if you're not able to get to the floor, you can do it standing up, side to side, so you can reach below your knee. From the floor, you're going to see if you can reach your toe. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Okay, get ready for the shuffle to squat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, squat. Do it in your own time, okay? Whee! 1, 2. Oops, don't want to hurt my cat. Okay, we had the beep. So now we've got the sit up to glute bridge. So if you're not able to do sit up to glute bridge, you can do the wood choppers, okay? So we're going to put the arms around there. So sit up, coming down, glute bridge. Sit up, coming down, glute bridge. How's that? Glute bridge. Squeeze those glutes. Sit up, coming down, glute bridge. Well done. Okay, get ready for the bird dog. So I'm going to start over here. A bit wonky. So opposite arm, hands underneath the shoulders, opposite arm, opposite leg, coming back. So it's all about balance. It's helping those really little muscles inside the body. Side. Well done. Okay, it's good. And then we've got the penguin taps as well. This knee doesn't bend, so you can't get it. You have your feet nearer to your glutes, your butt. It makes it a little bit easier. You can't quite tap your heels or your ankles. You can tap your thigh. Okay. Nice little penguin taps here. Right then, back on to doing the shuffles. So shuffle and then into squat. On the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, squat. Well done. Let's keep it going to the beat. Then we're back on the floor. Okay, back on the floor for the sit up to glute bridge. If you're not able to come on the floor, you can do the wood choppers, remember. There we go. Sit up. Glute bridge. Sit up. Glute bridge. There we go. Well done. Bring those elbows to those knees into the glute bridge. Well done. Ooh. Bird dog next. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, opposite hand, opposite leg. Squeezing that core all the time as well. You do this nice and slow. It's not a race, it's nice and slow. So you work those very intrinsic muscles. Okay, then onto our back for penguin taps. All tons of meows. Silly me. Okay, penguin taps. I feel like penguins. Well done. And that is today's exercise. Absolutely fantastic. Well done.